How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here today with episode 9 of Aoi Bungaku. Now, episode 8 was the story titled Kokoro, and so far we've had a good diverse amount of stories. We've had stories where I was like, yeah, you know what, that's absolutely fantastic. And we've had some where I was like, whoa, and some where I was like, didn't really work for me. Now, of course, as again, these are all very, very much different stories. So we'll see exactly like what this one will hold. We'll see exactly, you know, what this one will be about, who it will be from too, of course. And I guess that's really it, because there's not really that much to talk about, because, you know, they're not connected, because I'm pretty fairly certain that the last story ended. So I'm intrigued to see what comes next, I guess, you know, which author, literature, which literature which literature giant it's coming from next. But I guess we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. So let's hop right in. For those of you guys watching in full length, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1.
ことができないままイブセと将棋を指していたのです。怒るダンに太宰は言いました。ダン君、
Is it painful to be the person who waits?
待たせる身が
The person who makes others wait?
名作こそ
Bro,
青い。
he just spit philosophy just because he didn't want to pay, because he didn't want to ask. That's all. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. All right, don't even play with me. I know it. While loving my misfortune. I think you're a bit too negative there, mate. Just saying. Friendly advice.
メロスは激怒した。セリヌンティウスという石工がいます。私の無二の友人だ。あれを人質として置いていこう。3日目の日暮れまでに渡。
願いを聞いた。3日目には日没までに戻ってこい。遅れたら。
Your friend. Yes.
ちょっと遅れてくるがいい。お前の罪は。
Why are you dressed like a 1300 French Renaissance fighter? The hand of the king. I know you're acting and whatnot, but still. This guy's buff. For a writer, he's buff. Look at me. Don't look at me, actually. Now let's see whether Gilgamesh will live or not.
兄さんどうかしたの？
いや、なんでもない。
嘘おっしゃい。何かあったのね。私だっていつまでも子供じゃないの？
まあ、それでほら、花嫁衣装も買ってきたのだよ。
You look lovely in it. Okay. Spin around anymore.
早く行って。
Spin around 50 times. That is such a lively child. Like, ha, ha. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Ha. Artemis.
この良い人たちと生涯暮らしていきたい。メロスにもやはり未練の情はあるのでございます。しかしそれは叶わぬこと。
Okay. Okay, he seems too honest of a person. The story is called Run Melos, and he's running back. Did he oversleep? Damn it, my alarm didn't go off. Let's see how it continues. Cut. A mouse. A bird. A hamster. Something. Anything. What was that noise? A person. Don't tell me that's no, it wouldn't be.
城島
Why are you?
笑いすぎて涙が出しまう。
いない世界の果てであっても
But
私は今宵殺される。殺されるために走るのだ。身代わりの友を救うために走るのだ。王の寒冷邪気を打ち破るために走るのだ。走らなければならぬ。
then run, Melos.
ふるさと
That's this is gonna end now. No. Jerima. Yeah. That's why it's so hard for him to write that story, because it parallels his life so much. This is all a lie. That's the end, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I quite enjoyed that. At first, I wasn't really sure what was happening. I'll be totally honest. At first, I wasn't really sure like where the story was heading, what was really happening. But like once I started picking up, once I actually started going, I actually quite liked what it was trying to do, showing that even stories of the past, even stories from 500, 600, 700 years ago, they still are repeating. Different ways, yes, sure. But the concept, in concept, in principle, they are still repeating, even now. And I really, really like that. I really, really like that aspect, 'cause quite frankly, I feel like that is the case with a lot of things. Like, we don't often... What's the phrase? The phrase is like something along the lines of, those who don't listen to the voices of the past will repeat the mistakes of the past. I definitely feel that the case, it's certainly something that we need to learn from even nowadays. So it was nice seeing that in a story, written, 70 years ago, I think 1950 they said, that when it was written, so seeing something like that from back then, hold true today, hold true even today, is great in my honest opinion. I quite really, I did really enjoy it. I think it's only going to be one part. I think the story is over. I don't think this is Run Melos part 1, because I feel like part 2 would basically just be not even the conclusion, but you could extend it, but I think the point was made, and I think it wanted to make that point, and that was it. I don't think it wants to go on with it, but run. I want to show that people can trust one another, that people can trust one another. The thing with life is, and the thing with trust is, it's very easy to break. It's very easy to break. Trust is one of those things where you either have it or you don't. And a lot of times it just feels like if you've lost it, if you lose a trust between one person and another. Yeah, I know people define trust differently. Some people have a scale, I trust you 10 out of 10. Other people are just I trust you or I don't trust you. Personally, I'm more of the case of I trust you to a degree. I trust you with certain things, and I don't trust you with other things. For example, I trust my friends, certain friends, more with my bank details than I would my own family, than I would my own mother, for example, just because I know how they act. I know how impulsive they are and how not impulsive they are. So for me, trust is, it's either I trust you or I don't, but it's not just one big blob of trust. It's broken up into I trust you with that. I don't trust you with this. I trust you. It's like almost like a child. Almost like, okay, I trust you that because you like, I don't know, you like playing tennis. That I trust you. That that you're going to the tennis club, on time. Or I trust you that if I give you this money for food, you'll buy food for yourself and not save it. It's like a child thing almost. Like that's the way I see it. Like you either trust something or trust someone or you don't. And that's the way I view it personally. So for me, trust has always been one of those things. In all honesty, like just like one of those. Ooh, can I trust it? Can I trust that person with this or can I not? I'm very intrigued to know what you all think. Like, do you just have like a I trust you period, or like I don't trust you, or you have like a scale maybe like, well, I trust you like 5 out of 10, so I can trust you with like X, Y, and Z, but I don't trust you like 10 out of 10. What's your system of measuring trust, or what's your system of trust in general, building trust and giving trust, I guess? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd be very intrigued to know that. But I like the story quite a lot. Definitely one of the best ones as well, but it wasn't as good in my opinion as Kokoro or the first part, which was obviously No Longer Human. Those two, in my opinion, were the standouts so far. And this one was definitely one of, this one would be number 3 out of the 4 stories that we've had so far. That's the way I look at it. But let me know what you all think, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye.